Hello, this is Dave Graybill, also known as the Fishing Magician, and today I wanted to give you just some basic information about how to begin walleye fishing. Central Washington has some of the best walleye waters in the state. Moses Lake is at the top of the list in the spring. We also have Potholes Reservoir that's just 16 miles from Moses Lake, and we have Banks Lake to the north. Those three are major attractions for walleye fishermen here in Central Washington. They have big money walleye tournaments, and if you've never fished for walleye, it can be a lot of fun. And the big payoff is at the dinner table. It's really hard to beat walleye dinner at the end of the day. So I wanted to talk just again about the basics. And I've got a rod here. You really don't, if you've never done it, you don't really need to invest in a lot of equipment. 8 to 9 foot rod is adequate. It doesn't have to be a really stiff rod, so you can identify a strike at very low speeds. And I like to use level wind reels just because you're adjusting your depth all the time when you're walleye fishing. But you can also use a spinning rod. So like I say, you can get in without making a huge investment on new tackle. And I would strongly encourage you to give walleye fishing a try. Now in a second, I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what goes on the end to get a walleye to bite. Okay, you've launched your boat and it's time to start walleye fishing. The first thing you want to do is get a bottom bouncer. The first thing you want to do is attach a snap swivel to your line. That snap swivel will be attached here on the bottom bouncer. You lower your rig to the bottom, and the idea is this has a long piece of wire that allows you to touch bottom, but you don't want to drag it across the bottom because you will get snagged up. And a lot of times you're in very rocky conditions where the walleye are feeding, and they exist. At the other end, this is where you attach your lure, okay? And usually about 2.5 to 3 feet of leader up to 36 inches of leader to your lure. Now what I've got here is a plastic blade. This is made by Dutch Fork Custom Lures, and it spins below the beads on your line, and that's the attractor. One of the most popular lures for walleye fishing is the Smile Blade made by Max Lure. Again, this goes on ahead of the beads and ahead of the hooks, and it spins and attracts the walleye. These come in a variety of sizes and colors, as you can see, and I always have a lot with me when I identify what color and size of blade that the walleye prefer on that particular day. These are both rigged on what is called a worm harness, and that's what I'd recommend that you use when you start off walleye fishing, because they're very easy to bait the hooks. You simply put the hook through the top hook goes through the very nose of the night crawler. Then the second hook is spaced down below that and then attached to the worm. And you'll want to adjust where you put that as these worms extend when they get in the water. And you want the worm to run fairly straight through the water. And so you might have to adjust where you put that second hook. And once you get this set up and ready to go, lower it to the bottom. Make sure that you're in close contact with the bottom, and be ready to adjust your depth to make sure that you're in very close contact to the bottom. Trolling, let's just talk about 1 mile an hour as a good starting point. Sometimes you'll want to troll a bit slower and sometimes a little faster, but 1 mile an hour should be a good place for you to start for walleye fishing. Well, those are the basics. They should, if you've got all of these elements, you're ready to go to try walleye fishing.